Are you in Costco right now wondering whether or not you should buy this magic set for your child for this holiday season? Just as a quick recommendation, I do actually recommend this magic set for ages 10 and under. If your child is in 6th grade, there are options that are less juvenile, we'll say, than this. But if you have a little more time, I'd love to share with you what's inside this set as someone who's been studying magic for the past 13 years. There are going to be some things that I see that you probably won't. Marvin's Magic is a magic set manufacturer based in the United Kingdom, owned by Marvin Burglass, son of notable television magician and actor David Burglass. This label that you see in the corner here is for the UK's most prestigious magic organization, the Magic Circle. Think the world-famous Hollywood Magic Castle, but British. When you first open the box, you'll see a lot of props, but clearly not 400 of them. They spread out everything to make it look like a lot more than what it actually is. That number comes from what is taught in the booklet and videos, and some of the videos are just rehashed from earlier products. It's also unclear whether that number is including repeat material, but even then, there's still a lot here. One of the things I was really surprised about when I bought this was that it came with a bag, and it also does a couple magic tricks, which is really nice. Let's say your child doesn't have a smartphone. Okay, so then we'll take that stuff out. Is your child gonna be okay using fake play money? If the answer is no, take that out. This is supposed to be a wallet, however, it is quite clearly a folder, so it isn't the best prop in the world. This is a faux membership card that does a trick. You see it? Like, put your hand on the plastic and whoa! Whether or not this is something your child carries around, you take that out. This is a wand, supposedly. It's actually a sheet of optical illusions. See? So it isn't really a wand, but you know, you can use it if you want. But even if you take the other stuff away, there's still a lot to work with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, we'll stick with 14. 14 is still enough tricks, even if you don't do all the card tricks, to entertain the family for one evening, and that's really what magic sets are for. Plus, there are tricks with a regular pack of cards and with everyday objects that are taught in the instruction booklet as well. So here's everything packed into the bag. I didn't put in the manual because that's probably going to go just somewhere else in your room. These are just things that I think you could leave out or just go and make yourself. You could get real money and make both of these things. I could tell you where to buy the real version of this as opposed to just a paper folder, something that's actually a wallet. This is mainly, there's a little letter from Marvin, and it's a bunch of pop-out cards. So there's perforated edges here. You just pop all of this stuff out, and then this little stage is for a trick. So it's just a little piece of paper. And this card, this little plastic piece here, you could take off or make yourself and put on a card that you actually have, as opposed to just using, you know, the fake membership card. This circle symbol is used for the app, so maybe that's helpful. But if that were the case, you'd probably want this plastic piece on this side then. With my first magic set, I had the same pack of cards, and after a lot of use, the edges got all dirty from the oils on my fingers. So eventually, both of these, if you want to replace them, you'll just have to type Svengali cards or Svengali deck into Google, and this deck is actually called a stripper deck or a tapered deck. And while the decks on the market aren't marked, you can still make them yourself. These tricks, the stickers on them, after a lot of use, the stickers will eventually come off. So for both of these, my suggestion would be to wrap tape around them. For this one in particular, get the tape to be lengthwise and wrap it around this way. So that way you're not like creating lines by doing like a spiral all around it. Same with the blocks. You could replace the stickers for both of these to be whatever you want. If you don't want, you know, that red brick style in Magic, we know this as a D-Light. It has many other versions. The set comes with a little plastic slip that you can stick in. I would keep that just to save some battery life. Just as well, I would make photocopies of the sticker shown here, the magic wand, the augmented reality props, and the stickers on the props mentioned earlier. Before you go, I have a few more thoughts that I'd like to share with you. One of the things to keep in mind is eventually your child is going to learn everything in the set, and the set doesn't give you resources on where to learn magic, so all that has to be done is to take a trip to the library to find a magic book. You can look around for magic trick tutorials on YouTube, or go to a magic website. Another thing to keep in mind is that if your child does like this, you will probably want to replenish the props. These props are more or less stand-in items, just so you can learn the magic trick and then get a feel for what rehearsing the sequence will be like. But there are props that are professionally made that you can purchase. And if you can financially support your child, all the better. Encourage that these are toys to be played with other kids. Secrets and all. I know that all over the box it stresses the allure of having secrets that you can keep from everyone else. That's just not what we value in the world today. And let me give you an example. When I was a kid doing the trick deck of cards at school, afterwards someone asked if they could see the deck, and I said no, and eventually they just took the deck out of my hands to find out what was up with it, which is not a particularly enjoyable experience. So I think just with this magic set, just teach your kids to share the experience of learning magic with other children, and I think that will be a much more useful experience than losing friendships because you don't want them to know that you're using a trick magic set of cards. There's always going to be new secrets to learn, so if a few of your friends learn some of this basic stuff that's in the public domain, it's really not going to hurt anyone. Or if your child is worried that the props are going to get damaged at school, encourage them to learn the tricks with everyday objects. Please be nice to your kids. Don't interrupt them mid-performance to tell them they did something wrong. Wait till they finish, then tell them, and then let them do it again, so that way they have a chance to correct what they did wrong. And it feels much better to do that, trust me. In making this review video, it may seem that I'm saying, yes, please purchase this magic set that has all of these problems. I just want to close with, magic sets are toys for children to have fun with their family and friends. When you're having fun, it doesn't matter how cheaply the props are made. It doesn't matter how silly the tricks are. It doesn't matter if everyone learns the secret. It doesn't matter that the videos are made in the early 2000s. It's just an inexpensive way to answer the question, is my child interested in magic? And it will yield a yes or a no answer. And thankfully, you didn't have to spend over $100 to know. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to hear what you have to say in the comments. One fly, two flies, one fly, two flies, one fly, two flies, one fly, two flies.